Welcome to Xtra presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. Noobs, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a shot. That's all I can ever ask for is an opportunity and a shot and a chance. Just a chance. Just one small, minuscule chance. And from there, it is what it is. If the magic is there, the magic is there. If it's not, we can just keep it moving. That's why I'm grateful, whether it's 1 second or an entire episode. Thank you kindly. I know where I want to go. And it's something that I was thinking about for a long time. It didn't keep me up at night because there's something to this. There's a method, not to the madness, because I don't think it's madness, but there's a method behind it. And it's a tried and true method for me. It's a tried and true method for me, and it works. If I can come up with something that's better, if I can come up with something that's more efficient, I will do it. Or if I need to, at some point, become a better human being because there was a paradigm shift and the world and everything is different, and I have to fit myself within reality, the new reality or new planet, mind you, then I can revisit it. But as of now, RTN, it's good. I'm good. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels and seems like every single day. But it's not every single day. It just feels that way because we got this special, we got this unique, we got this bond, sharing is caring, and all of those other things that was mentioned. So we really don't need no words for it. We really don't need to say anything, but we do. It's special. It's unique. It's a bond. 1 year, 1 month, 1 day, 1 hour. Fingers crossed. We'll come up with it. But until then, we're just going to keep on doing what we do. And that's sharing this unique thing that we have together. When it comes to destruction or destroying, I'm kind of like an all of nothing. I'm all of nothing. There's no middle ground with me. I know there's a gray area. Nothing's really white and black. There's the gray, or nothing really is red and blue. There's the purple. But when it comes to destroying and destruction, or when it comes to an end game where destruction and destroying is needed to basically rebuild or to basically go to the next level up, or go to the next step, I tend to go all out. I tend to give it my all or just ignore it completely. There's no half doing something. There's no halfway in for me when it comes to that. And it works for me. Maybe, just maybe in the future, looking back, when I've grown more personally, I can say to myself, definitely not out loud, possibly write it down, write myself a letter, and then have my self write the letter back. I don't know. I can't. I have not traveled into the future to get to that place yet, but I imagine it will be something like that. There would be communication for sure. There definitely be communication for sure. Because once you let something up, or once you not giving your all, and once you are halfway doing something, that lets regret slip in, sneak in. That lets guessing slip in, sneak in. That brings about more questions in the long run. That takes away the confidence for me. That takes away a little bit of moxie. It just doesn't feel right. How about that? I do have it to an exact science, but I'm just gonna feel it out. I'm just gonna hit you with some awareness. I'm just going to present intuition and gut feelings on this one. It just don't feel right for me. It just doesn't feel right if I am halfway doing something, not giving it my all, not giving it my best, not putting in the effort that's needed to be, putting in the effort that's needed to be, because that allows negative things to sneak in the psyche. That allows negative things to sneak into my mindset, whether it's regrets, whether it's what ifs, whether it is something that if it goes right, my right, your left, if it goes that way, then when looking back on the situation, or when looking back on whatever it is, what went wrong? And there's so many things that could possibly go wrong and went wrong. And the main thing that's obvious for any and everyone to see, the effort. The effort. And that's why I make jokey jokes and I say things that upset a lot of people, but it's okay. The truth hurts. It is okay. I got to maintain being a truth teller. I got to be the one that stands up when everybody sits down, because it is the thing to do to sit down when standing up is the better play in the long run. Standing up is the better play. Trying hard is the bare minimum. Giving your best is the bare minimum. Because you aren't trying hard, if you aren't giving your best to something that you are giving your time to, something that you are trying to grow or trying to level up or trying to basically destroy. That's if you're competing, by the way. Destroy and destruction. That's if you're competing. I know, peeps. I compete against myself. However, bird-like voice. However, sometime I am competing with others because whether it's a game, whether it's something, whether it's just me competing against myself and others put me within a competition, it's there. It is there. I'm not one of the everybody gets a trophy or participation trophies or anything like that. And that's just going along. That's just maybe trying your best, maybe not trying your best. And that is rewarding mediocrity, rewarding the purple, rewarding the gray, when that's not real life, when that's not reality. Once again, if reality changes, once again, if there's a paradigm shift somewhere, once again, if we end up on a different planet, on a different realm, on a different timeline, and that is what it is, who am I to just stand up and say what I'm saying now? I mean, I could, but it's like taking the path of least resistance, when the path of least resistance leads to a dead end. I don't have to make that make sense. How about this? I'm going to chill out for a couple seconds. You think about it. You go back a little, you go back a lot, maybe about a minute, and then go from there and then come back to where we are right about now. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. Hopefully that minute helped you out. If not, just go ahead and raise your hand. Just go ahead and wait to be called on. Just go ahead and state your question after you've been acknowledged, and we can all help you out from here. All help you out from here. Whether it's me, whether it's the person in front of you, whether it's the person beside you, whether it's the person that you about to go see here in a couple of minutes. They can help. Just tell them what you need. Just tell them what part you need to make sense. And they got you. We got you. We got you. That's why going and doing everything you can, I guess, striving for greatness, being the best version of yourself, actually utilizing your time, because time is something that you do not get back. Where have you heard that before? Where have you heard that before? Go back, check the historical documents. I haven't said it in a long time, but that doesn't mean it just poof and disappear and goes away and not there. But time is valuable. It's a commodity. Yeah. That's intangible. Yeah. That you can't get back. Once it's gone unless you're one of these special peeps with the new model time machine and you can go back and forth through time, back and forth through different realms, back and forth in various time continuums. If that's the case, you can just go ahead and ignore this. If that's the case, you probably can just go ahead and skip. About 8-10 minutes. All you need to know is all or nothing when it comes to trying to level up. All or nothing when it comes to destruction and destroying your component or your not component, your competition. Yeah. Your opponent, your competition. Look at that. I combined it 2 words together to get one, but I separated them back because they need to be separated. And now you have it. Now you have it. Opponent, competition. Opponent, competition, component. There you go. Now you got all the different ways. Multiple choice. You pick, you choose. I'm just the narrator. Trying hard is the bare minimum when it comes to trying to accomplish something, trying to do something. When you put in your time in, when you invest in a significant amount of time or even a small amount of time, if it's not any R&R, if it's not something that you're just doing at your leisure, and I'm just making that a side note for you, because even for me at my leisure, I'm still going all out a little bit too much. I'm working on that. That I do know is an issue. That I do know is something that I'm going to have to eventually grow on personally. I'm not there yet. Some things I can, most things I can't, but usually it's still against myself, not against anyone else. I fixed that part. I fixed that part. But that is the bare minimum because of that time. Because of that time that you're not getting back. Because of that effort that will creep back in. The doubts that will creep in. And then when there's so many doubts, and then when things go wrong, then you might get the snowball effect. Then you're looking around and everything is just not working out. Everything is not the same. Everything is not what you want it to be. And you just worried. And all of those other negative emotions just rushing in because misery loves company. And also they got friends. They got friends of friends. And all of them are just wanting you to be mad. You to be angry, you to be disappointed, you to be all of those things, when it could have been, I did my best. That's my best. My best wasn't good enough. Well, that's another challenge for a different day. Getting better. Sometimes that's all it takes. Other times, it takes failing a little bit more. And failing's not a bad thing. FYI. Failing is something that you need to do to eventually learn. Failing is something that you need to happen so you can know what to do next, or so you can start using a different part of your brain or take a different approach to something and just go that way, or maybe go a different way, or maybe just not do it at all, period. But it's like a gauge. It's like to let you know where you are or where you stand, instead of having somebody gaslighting you, instead of saying somebody saying you the bestest, instead of saying somebody, oh, don't worry. Don't worry. It's not you. It's everyone else. Because that kind of behavior, that kind of process is not good for anybody. It's not good for the person experiencing it, and it's not good for everyone else, because that sense of entitlement where the world revolves around you. Yeah. I can't condone that. I can't. No judge zone. But that's not a good observation that leads to, yeah, you know. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the website at the improved website at extra.vdgsports.com. That is extra.vdgsports.com. There's a YouTube as well. VDG Sports. Like, subscribe, share, basically do whatever it is you do there. Comment if you must. Comment if you must. We talk back. We talk back. As you probably already know, this episode is not being sponsored by VinceDouglasGregory.com. VinceDouglasGregory.com is where you can keep up with me, my whereabouts, my well-being, basically all things Vince. Noobs, thank you. Thank you. Regs, you know what time it is, but are you going to get it? Are you? Nah. Peace out.